Have to take up.
It's not Thursday.
Page 19.
Y'all already
Okay.
do. Who was the boss?
Me?
Did you smoke them?
Yeah.
Yeah, my second period, they were a bunch of big old babies. They were like, Mrs. Dill, this is not fair. And so like, I'm not doing that. I'm doing Humans versus Zombies. And I also checked homework first. I'm so sorry, I had to go talk to a teacher. So we checked homework first because they were like, Mrs. Dill, we didn't even go over our homework. How are we supposed to know how to do this? I'm like, we spent a whole day yesterday talking about this. Anyway, so I'm sorry that happened to you.
Yeah.
I was too slow.
It was really bad.
Oh my god, I actually, no, I actually stopped answering questions altogether.
You did, and
With
then
3.5 minutes, and then I started just getting questions wrong. Didn't help, didn't even. I'm sorry that happened to you. Please accept my apologies. Sorry for your loss.
I got the little thing and you went in the wind for like 30 seconds. Alright, well, whatever, enough bragging. Let's go ahead and check
We're
your
winning
homework.
though, for a second. I learned something.
Go ahead, check your answers. Check your answers. Do we see any ones that I need to talk about?
All we did was practice what you guys talked about yesterday, our special factoring, our dots and PST. Keep finding this in a way so that you do not have to use your big Texas every single time. If you recognize the pattern, these are quick and easy ways that you can factor using what we see in our star chart. For dots, it means difference of two squares. It means it has to have two terms. They both have to be perfect squares, and it has to have a difference. It has to be minus.
For 5. Okay, well, let's do my checks first. So I'm checking you for the either dots or PST, right? Dots stands for difference of
Terms.
Pairs.
Trinomials.
y'all have your notes out. What are you doing?
Yeah.
Turn to the page and read it. What
What
does note stand? What does dot stand for? Difference of two squares. What does PST stand for?
Perfect squares.
Perfect square trinomial. What is so perfect square trinomial means you have 3 terms. Difference of 2 squares, 2 terms. Does this one have 2 terms or 3 terms? 2. So I can already immediately cross out PST, right? Now, difference. Difference means subtraction. Is that subtraction?
No.
No.
No, that's not dots either, so it's neither. Right? Not subtract, not dots. Any other one? Number 11? Alright, can I go ahead and scroll? Yes. Number 11. This one's more of what we learned last unit, where you had to distribute. You had to do the FOIL or the box method.
Okay,
Yeah.
or y'all look. So you guys know how yesterday, I wasn't here yesterday, but yesterday I'm assuming you guys talked about the patterns. Well, it works backwards the same way. So, you guys talked about how you had, like, for example, if I gave you x squared minus 4, you knew this was a difference of 2 squares because, 1, it has 2 terms. It's a difference, it's subtracting, they're both perfect squares. You guys looked at that yesterday and you wrote the factors. Well, it works the same way. If you have factors that are both have x and x, and then they're just opposites, it works the same way. That was our pattern we did yesterday. You went from here to here, you can do your factors the same way. If your factors are just opposite, it's a difference of 2 squares. You can still use the same exact pattern. Your a squared minus your b squared. Your pattern works both ways. You can use it on your factors in order to not use your big Texas and FOIL, or you can use it to go from your product to your factors. It works both ways.
For number 13, is it okay if you just put for the answer 5x plus 4 squared?
Yeah, yeah, that is perfectly acceptable. That's the way that I 5x plus 4 square, or you might see it as two terms, two factors. Any questions on this one? 11, 12, 13. Okay, go ahead.
Test next Friday, remember?
Test next Friday. On Tuesday is your benchmark. It's basically a STAR test.
How long? It's like a practice.
As long as you need it to be, but at least 4 hours. This is literally just a practice note.
Literally like a practice.
We're gonna be taking a STAR test.
All right. No, it's not dividing polynomials. We're doing,
Open page 19, what you just did.
yeah, whatever page you just taped it in. Open that.
We talked about incomplete box. We're going to talk about how you can do factoring in the calculator, and then we're going to practice. So if you haven't already taped that page that you picked up on the bookshelf to page 19, tape it in now.
Okay. So, remember, we did the box method when we did distributing, right? We're distributing, so I went from the factors to the product by distributing using the box method, the formal method, remember both of those methods? So, this one, we're gonna kind of go the opposite way, where they give us part of the box, part of the factors. Whatever's inside here, whatever's inside the box is my product. Whatever's outside here is my factors, right? So we're gonna just kind of look at it and go backward. So, right, I'm going backward, I'm factoring pretty much as I can. So, now I'm gonna look at this, I'm gonna look at this term right here, x squared and x. So, I know that when I'm doing the box, right, I multiply this one and this one to get what's in here. Well, now I'm just gonna go kind of the opposite. What multiplies with x to get x squared? X. This has to be an x. Right, I'm going backward. X times x is x squared. Okay, that's good. All right, now let's look at the second one. All right, x times 4x. So the product is 4x. What do I have to multiply x by to get 4x? 4. Absolutely, right? 4 times x gives me plus 4x.
Positive 4 or minus 4? Positive.
Does that make sense? All right, next one. All right, this one I already have both actually. I already have x here and negative 7. X times negative 7 is negative 7x. All right, I have both my factors already. I can do this box. Negative 7 times 4 is negative 28. All right, so sometimes you're gonna go backwards, sometimes you're gonna go forward. You just gotta know every which way. Okay, just know that whatever's inside is the product, whatever's outside is the factor. To get factors, usually you divide. To get product, you multiply. Okay, so now, the only other step is we gotta write down exactly what this box is telling me. Right, these are my factors. I'm gonna write down my factors first. X minus 7, x plus 4. Right, those are my factors. I'm gonna write down whatever's inside here and combine the middle terms. X squared minus 7x plus 4x minus 28.
So that's just the product, just what you see. So you got
I'm just writing out what you
factors,
see
you got
before I
products.
simplify it. So in your assignment today, you're gonna be responsible for writing, pretty much filling in the box, telling me the factors and telling me the simplified product. This is the product, but this, I can simplify it by combining these two terms into minus 3x. This is the simplified one. You're gonna be responsible for the factor and the simplified product.
Simplify just means when you combine your x's with your.
Are we okay with how I did the box? Alright, second box. Alright, let's go with Alex. Alex, so 2x squared. What do I have to multiply x by to get 2x squared? Huh? 2x. Well, let's try it.
Let's say
So-
if you need to put your invisibles, you can. If you need to put an invisible 1 in front of your x, you can do that. 1 times 2 gives me 2. X times x gives me x squared. If you need to, put your invisibles in there.
Okay, now, let's go with Tommy. Tommy, what do I get in this box? I have 1x and 5.
5x.
5x, multiply it, gives me 5x. Let's go with Rodolfo. Rodolfo? Okay, let's look at this one. I have negative 5, and what do I have to multiply 5 by to get negative 5? Negative 1. And last step, 2x times negative 1 gives me negative 2x. Alright, it's kind of a puzzle. You kind of just, if you can't find it, you just gotta find a different box to fill out until you found all of them. So, these are my factors. I'll write that first. 2x plus 5, x minus 1. 2x squared plus 5x minus 2x minus 5. Combine my two terms. I know we don't usually combine that, but. Alright, we feel confident we can do the last one? Yes, no, maybe so.
Change the negative.
Okay, so for the last one, I do want you to change this to a positive rate.
God.
Alright, well, I'm gonna walk around go ahead and give you all 2 minutes to fill out this box. Get me my factors and my simplified products. Alright. That's been 2 minutes. Close. Still working.
John,
Okay. Okay. I'm seeing most people are done. Alright, so, which one should I look at first? This box. This one? Well, okay, so if I look at 7x, right? I'm looking at two empty factors. That's not gonna help me. So, which one should I look at first? I'm gonna look at this one, because this negative 63, I already have one of the factors, I just need to figure out the other one. Negative 9 times what gives me negative 63? Huh? 7x, positive 7, negative 7, positive 7.
It's a negative 3.
This is,
Positive.
yeah, this is negative 63, right? Negative 9 times positive 7 gives me negative 63. Right? Now I can look at my 7x because I have one of the factors, right? And it's not quite all empty anymore. So 7 times what gives me 7x? 7 times x gives me 7x. Right? Now that I have everything else, I can just multiply these to give my factors. 3x times x gives me 3x squared. 3x times negative 9 gives me. Huh? What? 3x times negative 9 gives me negative 27. Alright, I'm gonna write my factors. 3x plus 7, that's the one up here. X minus 9, that's this one. 1 on the side. My two factors. I'm gonna write my product expanded. And I'm gonna write my product simplified. Simplify it, combine the two middle term. There's my incomplete box. Oh wait, okay there. Okay, everybody go ahead and pull up on Schoology your assignment today. It's so your test next Friday is going to be 18 questions.